Hi guys, welcome back to Prospect Channel TV. Thank you for always coming out here. May God bless you all, my people. This one is another one reaching us right now. They talk say any fly when refuse to hear word. Now they follow their body, they enter grave. Exactly what is about to befall this government. My people, while I don't shell President Buhari under pressure to release the IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu as he faces sanctions by the UN. Yesterday, Nnamdi Kanu's international lawyer, Kanu Fein, can't tell President Buhari. He said, you must comply. He said you must comply with the opinion of the United Nations Human Rights Council Working Group on obituary detention, which recommended immediate and unconditional release of the IPOB leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Kanu Fein, in his letter dated January 6, expressed shock that close to 6 months after the UN opinion was offered to the Nigerian government, President Buhari was yet to act on it without recourse to the fear-reaching implications of not complying with the opinion. He told Buhari to release Nnamdi Kanu without further delay or brace up for the impending UN sanctions as well as God's judgment. He said, if you fear God, you should release Nnamdi Kanu from his protracted illegal detention forthwith. If you do not, you should tremble for your faith by remembering that God is just and that his justice will not sleep forever. Nearly 6 months ago, on July 20, 2022, the United Nations Human Rights Council Working Group on Obituary Detention issued opinion number 25/2022. It unanimously concluded that your government is illegally detaining Nnamdi Kanu in violation of 16 current international law prescriptions. For example, they are binding on every nation as universal principles of justice, paragraph 105. The working group added, taking into account the circumstances of the case, the appropriate remedy would be for the government of Nigeria to release Mr. Kanu immediately and for both Nigeria and Kenya to accord him an enforceable right to compensation and other reparations in accord with international law. The working group calls up the government of Nigeria to take urgent action to ensure the immediate or conditional release of Mr. Kanu. That is paragraph 107. The working group requested a timely update of your government's compliance with its decree, which has been seconded. Nothing has been done to comply with the working group's urgent call for Mr. Kanu's immediate or conditional release. He remains in solitary confinement in the custody of DSS. Among other things, Mr. Kanu has been denied necessary medical care for a possible life-threatening ailment. Every day since July 20, 2022 has been a new high water mark of your government's criminal detention of Mr. Kanu, compounding the crimes involved in his initial kidnapping, torture, and extraordinary rendition from Kenya. If justice, rather than terrain occupied Aso Rock, your government should be the accused and Mr. Kanu the prosecutor. In a large sense, your government's ongoing criminality spread far beyond one individual. Your administration has stood to genocide and crimes against humanity in destroying, traumatizing, and terrorizing the lives of 70 million Biafrans for exercising their right to seek by non-violent means self-determination. For example, the government by the consent of the governed. That cherished right was extinguished by the British more than a century ago. Nigeria has refused to redress Great Britain's racist injustice for more than 60 years since independence. One insincere attempt in 1966 was stillborn and provoked the genocide Biafra Civil War. Your administration continues to insist by force and violence on boundaries illegally drawn by white men without the consent of a single African. There may be better ways of inviting Udemi in the eyes of God and natural law, but if there are, they do not readily come to mind. By those universal standards, Biafrans have for decades possessed a right to a free, fair, and peaceful independent referendum, as was provided to South Sudan in 2011. In 1993, it speaks volumes that no Fulani has ever been persecuted for murdering a Biafran in more than 62 years. Pay heed to Amos chapter 5, verse 24, or risk the wrath of God. The ostracisms of civilized peoples and crippling sanctions from the United Nations Security Council let justice roll down like waters and righteousness like an ever-flowing stream. You know, when a man is about to fall, the devil will first of all make him blind. He will first of all make him dumb so that he will not hear. His eyes will be open, but he will not see. That is how devil uses a man he wants to destroy. I am dropping it. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section. Thank you. Bye.